Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to be doing this little bit right here. And you might think, well, that's just a little bitty, It's this. We're going to be making those weaves and we're going to be putting them together so that they look like they're sort of growing out of the round thing, So that's what we're going to be working on today, is putting these together. Now I know I showed you weave last time, but we're going to do a smaller little weave, and I'm going to try to do it even smaller than I did it over here, so that we've got smaller pieces of the weave. I'll show you. I'll try to get it together. We just want to do just a small weave, and this time we don't want to come up in the, let me make it even smaller if I can hold on to the darn thing. Okay, we don't want to come up in the middle this time. We want to come up at the end there, because we want this weave to be just small. Okay, all right, we're going with this one. Okay, just a little weave. All right, just like before, we're going to come up on one side of the needle and loop around, and it's going to be a little bitty one, but we'll make it work. Go back in on the other side of the needle, right, like so, and come up on the other side so that we don't have any of our stitches going back on themselves, right? Okay. Okay, we're just gonna start weaving it back and forth. Pushing it down as we go. I think if you had a variegated thread that was really short variegations, like the colors were changing a lot really quickly, that would be really pretty on this. But mine are more elongated. They're not short variegations, so I just decided to go with the pink on it. Keep it solid, I guess. But I do think that a variegation thread would be really pretty if you could find one that's short variegations. So, just saying. Now these won't take nearly as long as what we did last week because, well, they're short, right? And we're just going to go back and forth, and we're going to try to make sure that we're giving them a start and end point, with trying to stay close to what this is on the pattern. Yeah. Hope you guys are liking this one. It is very dimensional, but it's easy dimensional, so that's all right, isn't it? If we can do easy dimensional. Now let's see. I said if you didn't want to do these ones, you could just do a button. On this one, I think if you didn't want to do the weaving here, if you took, you could do some beading. Do a strand of beads for this part of the design. You could do that. Just, sew through them and sew them down onto the fabric in the design pattern, and it would be really nice. Let me see, I'm not getting all the way under that, I don't think. So I try to give, workarounds. So, yeah, if you didn't want to do the weaving, you could just sew a strand of beads on. I think it would probably take, those little small ones, it probably take 3 or 4. If you had the bigger beads, it might take, 2. Just depends on what size beads you have and what you're doing with them. But, yeah, I think that would work. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this, just so that I know I've got my needle through that before I take this out, okay? I'm going to stick this over here so I don't get lost. Then I'm going to pull this up, right, so that it's on my needle, and pull that out of the fabric, and then just pull that, okay? So we've got our first one, and it's a little longer, yeah, but that's okay. I'm going to stick it right in here, right beside that, so that it does look like it's just a piece coming out there. Cool, huh? Okay, so I'm going to get the weaving done on the next one, and I'll show you how I sink it in. What you're going to do is, with this one, you're going to get as close to this as you can, because you're going to go shorter and shorter, right? And then just right down to the end, like so. And you're just going to go, well, maybe I should show you that, but I got to tie this off first, so hold on a second. Okay, here we go again. I thought maybe I better show you, because anchoring these down and doing the weave is a little bit different on doing these ones, right? It's just, yeah, a little bit different, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And, I mean, it's the same. It's just, you want them to link up as best you can, right? So, then we're just going to bring this in on this side of the needle and start our weave. It didn't take us very long to do the other one, nor will it take us very long to do this one. It's just, it's just the same repetitive weave back and forth. And remember to keep squashing them down so that you've got a good solid piece here. These really make very pretty things. There's lots of things you can make with these. Leaves, flower petals, whatever, a rose. Whatever you want to do, use your imagination. I'm sure we're going to use my imagination a few more times on several things. But, yeah, just lots of different things you can do with these weaving stitches, I guess we'll call them. A weave. So, yeah, just keep it going back and forth. Keep it loose, don't pull it tight, but do push this down, right? But yeah, they make really pretty little leaves, and you don't really even have to, now for this pattern you do, but when you're making a like a different thing, if you were doing a leaf petal and you wanted it to be not anchored down, you could do that on this type of stitch. You just tie it off at the end, and then you got it loose on your piece, and that gives you even more dimension, right? We'll have to do that on one of our things someday. Not today, but someday we will, because that's really cool and can be very pretty, right? Okay, there we go. Again, I'm going to stick my needle through there before I pull it out, before I pull that pin out. It's just me being me, but yeah, I want it to be secured on my needle so that I don't lose it. So see, you would just pull this through here and, you know, make you a knot and trim it down and leave it loose because it's cinched in. It won't go anywhere. It won't come unraveled. It's all done. But on this one, we're going to go ahead and put it in there. Like so. Okay, again, I'm going to go ahead and tie this off, and I'll get the next one done and we'll cinch it in. So hold on a second. Okay. I got the pin in, and I took it right here at the end of this one and right at the end of that stitch there. So we're going to make it super short. Yeah, I just want it to be right there, right in the, you know, that piece. So I have a question. Have you guys gotten the spring cleaning bug yet? I think I have. I've been, for me, it's not just spring cleaning, it's organizing things and changing things and, you know, things like that. So I have been redoing some things in my craft room. Yep, I have. And so right now it's in a little bit of a kerfuffle, but that's okay. You have to make a mess before you know, get it sorted out, right? Or that's the way I am. So, yeah, I'm in a kerfuffle with my room, and it's a little bit right now. I've got things here and there, but I know where I'm going to put them because I'm rearranging. I cleaned out this closet that's right outside my craft room, and it's been needing it for a while, okay? So now that's cleaned out, I was able to put some of the tubs. I use clear plastic tubs to keep my stuff in. That way I don't have to worry about labels or looking inside. I can see what's in there, right? So it's me being organized. Anyways, I was able to put some of my tubs out there, and now I can, you know, I can open that door real quick and see what's there and what I need, you know, to get out, and it's really convenient, easy for, you know, an old lady in a wheelchair to get to, now that that's cleaned out. So it's quite helpful to clean out your closets. I think it is. Helped me. Yeah. So, yeah, I've I've caught the cleaning, organizing, spring bug thing, you know. Anyways. My craft room is going to be much more organized when I get finished, and hopefully I'll be able to find things, excuse me, when I get them moved, because you know how when you start moving things around, you go, now where did I put that? Because I can do that. I can. I'm good at it. Okay. I'm going to stick this right back in there. Just, you know, to keep my sanity. And then I'm going to take this one and pull it up just like before. And there we go. Because I want to make sure I do that little slip knot. That's why I said it's all anchored in. That's not going anywhere now. You can take a couple more through if you're going to leave it flopping loose, and just for safety's sake. And then just, you know, leave it loose. Snip it off and leave it loose. There you go. Oh, I don't want that to happen. Okay. Come on, what are you doing? Okay, now. Is that cute or what? Doing them a little smaller is a little more complicated, but they look good. Give you a close-up look. They look really good. Okay, I'll get the other ones done off camera, and next week we'll come back and start working on this here. Those are leaves that will do detached chains. Pretty simple, right? That's pretty simple. But this is going to take us a little bit. We've got the woven rose sort of stitch around the outside. Then we've got a bunch of French knots in there. And this is an extended, it's a chain stitch with a French knot on the end. So we've got these little things to do down here too. But isn't it so pretty? And we're just about to that point now. And then we'll be adding in our berry branch that comes down through here and such. It's so pretty. Okay, you guys go get caught up. Do your weaves, little bitty weaves, short weaves. And like this one, only even shorter, okay? So do those. Then we'll come back and we'll work on this next week. We'll throw those detached chains in there. Or maybe we'll save them. This is going to take a minute. So we can do all these and these on the same video maybe. Yeah, I think I'll split it up that way. Because, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of work. But it's good work. It's fun. It's not hard. But it'll take a video to get that done. It will. Okay, you guys catch up. Make something pretty today. Weave it, okay? Take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.